Hello and welcome back to another Chateau de Bruges video. To our existing followers, thank you so much for supporting us on this journey so far. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to Chateau de Bruges. We're thrilled to have you here and you've got tons and tons of videos to catch up on. But for now, all you need to do is make sure that you enjoy this video. Oh, thanks, sister. So it's Monday morning, we've just visited Brico Dépôt again to buy some more things for the gite for Dad and to also restock on the paint that I threw around the back of the truck last week. So we spoke to the same man that saw us last week and we mentioned what had happened. And this time, after he'd mixed up our paint, he not only whacked it really hard, but he also taped the top. And now me and Danielle have strapped him in the back, so he should be nice and safe. Fingers crossed. So just on our way back home from Brico, and I thought I'd show you this. Have a look at the road. You should be able to see the start of the paint trail. This is obviously the roundabout that the paint can fell over. So not only did we lose 5 litres of paint, but as you can see, we painted the road pretty much the whole way to the next roundabout.
Whoops.
So it's about 2 kilometres, maybe 3, after we just showed you the paint spillage on the road, and the paint is finally no longer dripping onto the road. You'll also be happy to know that the newest paint can is still surviving in the back there. So it looks like, croise les doigts, that this paint can's going to get home safely. So you'll all be happy to know that we've made it home and the paint can has made it in one piece. Hurrah! So it's now time to get upstairs so we can start getting some paint on the wall. Woo. So there are a few areas that needed to be filled and sanded before painting in the King Charles room, and I'm using a product that you mix like plaster, but unlike conventional plaster, this product goes off really quickly. You have about 15 minutes between mixing and getting the plaster on the wall before it's unusable. So you can see that the intention is just to fill the gaps as quickly as possible and then sand down any excess afterwards. Just to give you an idea of how quickly this stuff goes off, this is about an hour after putting this stuff in. Now that those areas have dried and sanded, we're ready to get painting. We're starting with the woodwork and metal paint colour matched to our brown bunny colour swatch we picked up last week. The colour seems to look a little darker on camera, but rest assured it's a light sandy brown that really suits the gold and the off-white in the wallpaper. We have a fair bit of woodwork and metal to paint in this room, but Danielle and I got one coat done everywhere within 2 days. So don't panic about how much paint you see on the windows here. You may remember from a few weeks back that Danielle painted these windows with a glue that you peel off afterwards, and it protects the windows from all of the paint that you're putting on them. As you would have noticed with a lot of our videos, Merlin is always on hand to keep an eye on our workmanship, and as you can see, this day's filming was no exception. So that's the main bedroom done, now just to do the entrance hall and the ensuite areas. As always at the Chateau, everyone is always working hard and there's very rarely time for any messing around. So I just thought I'd take a couple of minutes to show you what's going on in the gite. It's always a very, very busy place, so I'm going to show you around a couple of the rooms. We've got the drywaller in here preparing a piece of plasterboard.
Hello mate.
We've got the kitchen area over here with some plumbing hanging out the ceiling that needs doing. We'll come round back through to this area where we've got the plumber doing some plumbing down here.
Hello mate.
And as you can see, the electrical board is looking very good. Everything's run up there, it's all looking nice and neat. Go over into the bathroom where we've got the cleaner in here.
Hello mate.
And this is the toilet area, very, very dark at the moment, in much need of a light. I'm going to show you into bedroom 1, where we should have the electrician, I believe.
Yeah, hello mate.
Hello mate. Yeah, a little bit of a mess in here, lots of cleaning up to do still. Windows are looking fantastic though. I think there is one more person I'm going to show you. I think there's someone in here doing some sewing.
No, not me mate.
Hello mate.
Good morning everybody, welcome back to the gite Monday morning. Hope you enjoyed last week's video yesterday. Thank you for all your comments, especially Lucy. Thank you, very flattered. I am looking a bit chubby at the moment, I do appreciate, but I am identifying as a slim person. That's correct, I am trans slender. Hi, quick update on the gite for you. So I spent most of today, Wednesday, taping and filling all the joints in the toilet and bathroom area. They've all now had their first coat. All the edges are nicely taped and sealed, so that's all good to go. And then made sure all the final coats have been completed in bedroom 2. Most of those have been sanded now, so that's room is pretty much ready for the decorators to come in and whitewash the walls. Just got the ceiling to go, but I need to build myself some stilts or something to be able to do that, but that room's ready for the whitewashing to take place. So then I also moved on to installing the insulation in the ceiling of the hallway, which is I've just completed there now. And now you can see I've got the plasterboard lift out. I'm going to start putting some plasterboard up in this hall area. But I think I'm going to need to get Jake to come and give me a hand to lift that, because they're going to be full sheets and my back's aching a little bit today. So that's where we are. Give you another update later.
Good evening, Dad. I believe you have a theft to report.
Yes, we had a guest turn up this evening. And they've gone out for dinner, and he seems to have taken my phone with him.
Oh, that's not ideal.
No, that's not part of the service. Help yourself to nuts, crisps, my phone. casse la tienne, c'est pas fini. On peut chanter quand le bain est bien rempli. Buvons encore une dernière fois, à la vérité, la mort, la joie. On a fêté toute sauvaille, ça m'a fait de la peine, mais il faut que je m'en aille. I heard there was a secret chord, they played and it plays too long, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Girls like this are for the thing, the microphone, the magnet, the parenting composer, hallelujah, hallelujah. Everyone! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! There is a house in you. They call the rising sun. That's been the ruin of so many. Time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, and something touched me deep inside the day the music died. It's my bit done. So bye. Good morning, so quick update for you in the sheet. It's Thursday morning. The hall and utility cupboard area is now being plasterboarded, along with the door entrance into the bathroom and also above the bedroom door there. So good progress in the last day and a half since I last updated you. Utility cupboard I still need to build, but we're doing that mostly in timber from this point forward. So the next task really is to start looking at the plumbing for the hot water system.
Okay, so we've just had a delivery of the Ikea kitchen for the gite. There's a few different reasons that we went for Ikea. One, obviously a worldwide well-known brand. Two, they're relatively cheap in the grand scheme of things. And three, they had the colour and the style that we wanted. So lots of different reasons that we did go for Ikea. But they've just delivered it, and we've now got to have a look through the list just to make sure that we've got everything that we should do. Just to make sure that we're ready to go to start putting the kitchen in. So my OCD and my need for complete control kicked in, and it means that we have now organised all of the boxes into groups so that they are all in similar places when we need them, and we have also ticked them all off of the list. We have everything, which is superb. So yeah, it's going to be, I think, probably a few weeks, maybe even longer before we're ready to put the kitchen in. But yeah, looking forward to getting it up and seeing what it looks like.
So we've had some pretty horrendous weather here in France over the last couple of days. Really high winds for a couple of days, and now torrential rain all last night and most of yesterday. And we noticed, looking up at one of the outbuildings, that one of the small windows there looks like it's collapsed in. So we think we might have a beam gone in there. So we're just going to go up and investigate to see what the damage is and how serious it is. Let's go up and have a look.
We've got a big hole there, though, haven't we?
Yeah.
That beam looks like it's pretty. Careful. Okay.
Supported at one time.
It's definitely had some.
Be shored up before that one goes. And this one reattached to it.
It's obviously been going for a long time, but
Yeah, it's been going for a long time. It's just giving a little bit more. It's not too serious. We can patch it up for now. Yeah, that beam's supposed to run on the outside of this one.
yeah, this beam's dropped and everything's caved down on top of it, isn't it?
Find some way to jack it up. We'll have to get a new beam in there. So it's obviously been rotting away for quite some time. We knew that this barn was going to need re-roofing. Actually on one side it's already been done, so it's only on this side, but you can see this beam here, which has already been shored up once by the looks of it, has snapped off. And the whole roof has then dropped down onto this beam, so I need to find some way to jack that out, push it out, probably a beam across here and use a jack to push it out, and then slide a new beam in and then shore this one up with a new piece of wood as well. So not a massive job, I've got the wood to do it that's around the place, so it's just a case of finding a spare day to come up here and do that. So it's going to be a nice space once we get round to renovating this.